Course Builder. Thank you so much for coming in, you guys. I hope you're having a fantastic Wednesday. Yeah, it's already Wednesday and it's kind of tripping me out a little bit. All right. So hopefully you guys are having a productive week. I know that I am just busy. All right. But I did want to come in and talk with you all a bit about your course launch so that you can avoid this rookie mistake. So I put a post in the Facebook group yesterday asking about your online course and whether or not your online course passes the sniff test. All right. Does it really pass the sniff test? What do I mean by that? It means, should your course really and truly be an online course? Why is this a launch mistake? It's a launch mistake because if you are launching a course in a way that does not support the way your learners want to learn that material, then they're not going to buy. They're totally not going to buy. Hey, Tracy Lynn Miller. Hey, welcome, honey. Welcome, love. So good to see you. Thanks so much for being in the group. And I see your messages. So that's awesome. Thank you so much, Tracy. All right, so we are talking about our rookie course launch mistake. And what is that rookie mistake? That rookie mistake is building your course in a way and launching your course in a format that your learners don't really want to learn it that way. All right, so everybody wants to learn their courses or present their courses as an online course, right? So just put it in a Hey, Elaine. Hey, 1%. What's going on, honey? Thanks so much for coming in. Hey there. Good morning. Good morning. All right. So everybody wants to put their course in an online format, right? So whether it's Teachable or Thinkific or whether it's Kajabi or one of these other platforms, right? So that all your people have to do is press and go. Well, that's awesome for some types of courses, but guess what? It is not the way to go for every single course. It just isn't. I don't do it that way, and you shouldn't do it that way either, because some courses lend themselves to being an online course. Now, what do I mean by online course? Some people call, hey, Lakina, how are you, honey? Thanks for coming in. So some people call online courses self-paced courses. That means that you don't have to be there. All your learners have to do is pay and play your course. It's also called a pay and play course, right? Because they hit that button. Hey, honey. So they hit that button, they pay, and then they have access to your course. Those are awesome. But the mistake that folks are making is that they're making everything an online course, or they're making everything a webinar. Every course should not be a webinar. Every course should not be an online course. Every course should not be instructor led. It just doesn't make sense. So I wanted to come in and talk to you all a bit about criteria that you might want to look at for what makes a great online course. That online course, that self-paced course, that pay and play course where you don't have to actually be there. All right. Not every course is designed for it. The importance of this is that when you go to launch the course, if your learners look at how you are going to present it and they say, this isn't the way I want to learn this course. This isn't the way I should learn this course. They're going to instinctively know that. All right. So I want you to avoid launching a course in a format that your learners don't want. All right. All right. So we know why it's important. Do you think that a combination of visual, auditory, and kinesthetic learning triggers works to help more people want to buy your course? Okay, so yes and no, Tracy. Yes and no. What triggers people to buy a course is that it is going to solve their problem. All right? That course is going to solve an issue for them. Now, how you present that to them, right? So for those of you all who aren't sure what Tracy's talking about with the visual, auditory, and kinesthetic learning, what she's basically saying is, do I think that you should use a combination of of graphics, infographics, other types of visuals, along with auditory, which might be recordings or video or combination, right? And hi, Deborah. Hey, 1%er. Welcome, honey. Welcome, 1%. All right. And do I think that you need to also combine that with an opportunity to actually put your hands on it and work on it yourself, right? So yes and no. All right. So some people try to include all three of those things, the visual, the audio, the kinesthetic, right? In order to sort of meet everybody's needs. I will tell you that 65% of people are visual learners. So you can never go wrong with making sure that your presentation, your course is visually appealing and energizing, right? You want your, hey, Tiff, what's going on, lady? Hey, honey. So you want to make sure that your course is visually stimulating, just because most people are visual learners. Not everybody is an auditory learner. Some people are, some people aren't, right? So what does that mean if you're an auditory learner? That means that you prefer to get your learning by listening to it. If you can just listen to it, it'll help you to better understand it. Can you suggest any tools to help with that? Hey, Terry. Hey, 1%. Which in particular, Tiffany? Which in particular? If you are a kinesthetic learner, tell me which one you're talking about while I'm explaining this. If you are a kinesthetic learner, that means that you need to be hands-on. That means you have to touch it, feel it, work it yourself, and then you can understand it. So a lot of people are a combination of visual learners, kinesthetic learners, and auditory learners, right? So the question was that Tracy had, any tools to help create more visually appealing presentations? Oh yeah, awesome. Yeah. So there are tons of tools out there to help you with your visual presentations. The challenge, I'll tell you what the challenge is. The challenge is that most people, even if you have the tools, you don't have the foundation to understand. Hey, 1%. Hey, Mary. Even if you have the tool, you still have to have a basic of graphic elements, right? You have to know how things fit on a page, how you should lay things out. And if you're interested in that, I have a training on that. I have a training on, you can go to my website, and I have a training on best practices for laying out your PowerPoint. And that best practices goes through what you should be doing graphically, how you should be laying out your courses so that they look graphically appealing. Okay. Hey, 1%, all the 1%ers are falling in. Hey, Dr. Troy. Hey, honey. All right. Hey, babe. Yeah. So if you're interested in that, I have a video training on best practices for visual presentation. All you have to do is go to my website, katthecoursebuilder.com, and click on that link that says shop here or read this, something like that. I think it says shop here. All right. So that will help you with that. So let's talk about this whole idea around, should my course be an online course? I hope I answered your question, Tracy. So the answer is, you can never go wrong with being visually appealing. Not everybody, if you have a course that is where you listen to it, it's an MP3. I don't recommend that it only be an MP3, because most people need to see something, feel something, touch something. All right. So more than just auditory, unless it is, really low. There's a low learning window, right? So that means that they don't have to concentrate really hard in order to learn it. Okay. If they don't have to concentrate really hard to learn it, then an MP3 learning is okay. So, so do you all have questions? Do I have questions so far? I know I've been talking about a lot, but I'm getting ready to get into the criteria that I want you to look at for an online course. Okay. If you want your course to be self-paced, all right, where all they have to do is click on the button, here are some criteria that I want you to consider before you decide on doing that. Because every course is not designed, should not be an online course. Every course should not be an online course. All right. So let's talk about it. So here is one of the criteria. If you're considering it being an online course, self-paced course, your courses that lend themselves to this well, right, that should be or can be an online courses is one, a course that teaches procedure, a step-by-step, okay, training lends itself to an online course. So if you are teaching a step-by-step process, then yes, check that off the list. Yes, an online platform would be awesome for that. So, okay, so is anybody here doing a step-by-step? If you're doing a step-by-step procedure, and that's what you're teaching people, then an online course, awesome. Check mark for you. Okay, go for it. All right, here's another criteria. If your course lays out clear right and wrong answers, like it is a do's and don'ts, okay? Like if it is a do's and don'ts, if you say, this is the right way, this is the wrong way, this is the right way, this is the wrong way. If there is a clear step-by-step, then an online course would be awesome for you. Okay. Y'all got that? That's number 2. That's the number 2 criteria. Okay. So if you want to do an online course where you're nowhere around, I've just given you 2 types of courses for which online courses would be awesome. Okay. That's 2. All right. So 1, if it's a step-by-step. 2, if there is a clear right and wrong way to do something. And that's what you're teaching people. All right, here's number 3. Let me know if you have questions. You can put your questions right there in the comments and I'll take your questions if you have them. All right, so here's another one. If your learners are actually able to practice and gain skills for what you are teaching them, then check mark for you. Yes, an online course would be awesome. Go with that. Go with that. So what do I mean by that? So if you are teaching someone how to do something and you are able and they are able to practice what you are teaching them to gain a skill. Maybe you're teaching them how to type. Maybe you're teaching them how to do coding. Maybe you're teaching them, I don't know, whatever it is. If they are able to actually practice the skill, either with you or outside of you, right? Then check mark for you. Online course for that would be awesome. Okay, I hope you guys are getting that. Y'all can feel free to give me some feedback. I know Facebook Live is kind of weird. Sometimes you can't tell of people because you can't heart it up and all that kind of good stuff. But I hope that this is helping you. I hope this is giving you some insight so that you do not make the rookie mistake of launching a course in a format that's weird, all right? That's weird for your audience, all right? Because if it's weird, they're not going to buy it because instinctively they know that that's not the way they need to learn it. Instinctively, they know that. All right. So that's number 3. All right. So let me give you a number 4. And listen, you guys, thank you so much for those thumbs up. I appreciate that. And listen, if you can share out this Facebook post, Facebook Live, I would really appreciate it. Share it out on Facebook, share it out amongst your folks. I would really appreciate that. Oh, thank you so much, Mary. Thank you, 1%er. I appreciate this. I hope that this helps. Thank you for the feedback. Thank you so much. Okay. Thank you. All right. And if you wouldn't mind sharing this out, that would be awesome. That would be great. Okay. So that would help other people know that there is a right way to present your courses. All right. So let's talk about number one. Thanks, Terry. Thanks for sharing out. I appreciate that. Thank you for sharing the video. I appreciate that. All right. So let's talk about number 4. All right. Number 4. Thank you for sharing, Elaine. I appreciate that. Thank you, 1%. Thank you so much for sharing out this video, because this is really going to help somebody. All right. I don't want you guys to make these rookie mistakes. So if this is really, really important, okay? So I've taken some notes. That's why I keep looking over here. I'm looking at my notes, all right? So if there is little risk to the learner of not grasping the material, then you can use an online course. Kat, what do you mean by that, little risk? What do you mean risk and all this kind of stuff? Listen, if you are teaching a course that the learner sees as a high risk proposition, then an online course is not the way to go. What do I mean by that? If your learner needs this course for, say, to move forward with their job, they need this course because if they don't take your course, maybe they won't pass a certification that they need for their job. That is high risk, because if they don't pass it, there could be, dire consequences and repercussions. Okay. That is high risk. If your course is a high risk course for your learner, that means they have got to get through it. They've got to learn it. If they don't, they're going to have serious, either financial or personal repercussions. If it's risky like that for them, then an online self-paced only course is not the way to go. And would not be my recommendation. Does that make sense? Does anybody have questions about that? All right. You have questions about that? You're not sure if you're high risk? Let me answer the question for you right here in the comments. Even if you're catching this on the replay, I will catch your comments later, so you can ask me questions right here in the comment section. All right. So let's review the 4 criteria for an online self-paced course. All right. Where you are over in the Bahamas somewhere sipping on something fruity, Miss Mary. Okay. And other people are taking your course. Remember that not all courses are suited for online platform. So which courses are suited for an online? Okay. Low risk is doable. High risk is a no-no. You got it, baby. You got it, Tracy. So if your course is low risk, that means like if they don't get through your course within a week or 2 or something like that, like it's not going to kill them. Like there aren't going to be serious repercussions. Then an online course, self-paced, is awesome because they can do it on their own. And if you're not there, they can still get through it. They can still get through it without you. But if your course is, say, for example, how to get through a project management certification, I would say no online course for that. No self-paced course for that. If your course is on how to, let me think about it. How to save your marriage from going into the ditch. I don't know. If it's something that is really serious for your learners that could have serious repercussions if they don't get it right, then no with the self-paced course, because they may have questions that they need to ask, because for them, it's high risk. Hi, Deborah. Hey, 1%er. Hey, honey. Welcome, love. Okay. So for them, it's high risk. It's risky if they don't actually get it right. So I would say no on the online course for that. That's one. All right. So let's review. That's one. Well, that was actually number 4. All right. So if it is a low risk course for your learners, then check. Hi, babe. Then yes, check. You can do an online course. Awesome. If your course is if your course allows your learners to practice a skill, okay? So you might be teaching them to type. You may be teaching them to knit. You may be teaching them to, I don't know, a fitness routine or something like that, right? So somebody asked me in the Facebook group about whether or not your fitness topic can be taught in a self-paced way. The answer is yes, absolutely. Why? Because it fits this criteria that your folks are actually able to practice the skill, right? So it's kind of like a routine. So if you're teaching them a skill that they can practice, then yes, an online self-paced version is good because they can stop and start as they need to. All right. It's actually better for them because they can kind of go along with it as they need. Now, if you're looking at how to monetize that, right? How to bring them down your sales funnel. And remember, CAT's 1%. You guys know we're digging deep into sales funnels this month. If you guys are bringing them through your sales funnel, they can totally go through your self-paced online course with your exercise regimen that you're giving them. And then if they need more help, you can actually offer them one-on-one coaching. You can offer them other more intense sort of thing. So totally yes on the exercise piece. You can do it self-paced. All right. So another criteria is that your course content contains a clear right and wrong answer. Like you're showing them the do's and the don'ts. The do's and the don'ts. If you're showing them you do this, this is right, this is not right, then it can totally be self-paced. All right? Check mark on the self-paced. That's the third one. The fourth one is if your course teaches a procedure, a step-by-step guide, something along those lines. A 1, 2, 3, 4. You're going to do it in this order. If you are teaching a process or a procedure, then check mark for you. Yes, it can be an online course. All right. So does that make sense, you guys? Was that helpful? That makes sense? Feel free to leave me comments. That way I can kind of see. I know it's a little hard, or tap on that screen and give me some thumbs up or something to let me know that you get this. If you're catching this on the replay, please leave me comments so I can read them and answer your questions later on in the group. Terry's asking a question. High risk would work for a webinar with a trainer present. Yes, Terry, absolutely. So if you have a higher risk course for your learners, then yes, you want to have some level of presence there. Okay, you want to have some level of presence. So that means that you are going to have sort of like a hybrid course. So that means that maybe part of it is self-paced and the other part you're actually in the classroom helping them along the way. All right. So your learners, when you are launching a course and they are trying to decide if they're going to take your course, they are wanting to know, are they going to be successful with your course, right? So you have to set them up for success by offering them a course in the way that they will learn how to win. Okay? Does that make sense, you guys? I hope that makes sense, and I hope that that's helpful. Please, rewatch this video a couple of times. And awesome, Terry. Very good, Elaine. Thank you so much, Deborah. If you have questions, please send them to me. All right. You can either direct message me or you can put right here in the comment section. If you're not sure if your course should be an online course or not, then I gave you some great criteria. But if you still need some direction on that, definitely feel free to reach out to me. All right. So these are the types of things that we talk about and that we will be talking about in CATS 1%. If you want to take a deeper dive on these topics and really get a clear understanding of what you should be doing to build your business around course assets, then we would love to have you in CATS 1%. All right. All you have to do is go to bit.ly/CATS 1% and go ahead and get in before the prices go up, because the prices are going up tomorrow night at midnight. All right. Tomorrow night at midnight, prices go up for CATS 1%. And to be honest with you, CATS 1% I have such an amazing group of entrepreneurs, but guess what, you guys? CATS 1% is getting ready to shut its doors for registration. I have so many folks in there and I want to give them my complete and undivided attention. So CATS 1% is probably getting ready to shut down for registration for a while. So you want to make sure you get in, A, before the prices go up tomorrow night at midnight, and B, it's on my mind. I'm thinking about just really focusing on the folks that are in there so I could give them my undivided attention in CATS 1%. All right. Hey, Denise. Hey, 1%. How are you, love? Thanks so much for falling in. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, all my 1%ers. I'm so proud of you guys, and I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Oh, what did I miss? What? I'm actually almost done, Denise. I'm almost done. Please catch the replay. All right. So I am talking about how to know whether or not your course should actually be a self-paced course or not. Maybe it should, maybe it shouldn't. So I gave you guys lots of criteria to know that. All right. So those of you all who are in the 1%, not to worry, because you guys, listen, we have a mastermind every single Friday at noon Eastern time. And so if you have questions, you can certainly ask me. High risk live webinar class combo is more demanding on the presenter. Yeah. So how often should live webinars accompany the course? Okay. So great, Tracy. So great point. So Tracy's point is that when you as the facilitator have to be present, it is going to be taxing on you, right? Right, Tracy? Right. So if it is high risk, it is going to require you as the facilitator to be present more. What does that mean? Yeah. So that means that you are going to have to make your course so that it makes sense for you financially. It makes sense for you physically and mentally, because you cannot be all over the place. Right? Right. Am I right, Tracy? I know Facebook Live has this funky delay that's weird, but so I can't really see. But yeah, so it is going to be more demanding for you to be present. So what does that mean for you as a course builder? That means that you are going to have to scale your business. Thank you, Denise. Thank you so much for the thumbs up. You are going to have to scale your business so that you can still have a life. That means that you are going to raise your price, okay? Because the more access that people have to you, the higher your price is going to have to be. Okay? That's how you don't kill yourself. All right? So that way, people who pay less have less access to you. People who pay more, they just get more from you. That's the way it is. And what's going to happen is that the people who pay less won't be able to tax you, emotionally, financially, because you're really pouring into people, right? So you have to scale your business so that you don't kill yourself, right? So you leave open a certain number of slots for people who are willing to pay more, period. Okay, Tracy, that's how you're going to do it. A high risk webinar should cost more. Okay, it should cost more because you have to be there. That's the way it is. All right. So, for example, those folks who are in CATS 1%, they are paying a monthly subscription to have access to me. People who are not in the 1% have to try to catch me on Facebook Live. You got to try to catch me. You just got to kind of catch me when you can, right? So that's okay. That's awesome. I want people to try to catch me when they can, and I want to try to be there. But I'm only one person, and I only have 24 hours in a day, right? And I'm a business person, so I've got clients. I've got client calls. Sometimes I have them back to back, right? So I have to have a certain amount of space in my day to handle all of my responsibilities, right? And so the way it works is the more people pay, the more, hey Siobhan, the more folks pay, the more access they're going to have to you. That's the way it works. Otherwise, you're going to be a raggedy mess. All right. You're going to be a raggedy mess pulling off your wig and everything. All right. And trust me, like in my case, that's not cute. Hey, honey, how are you? Hey, you guys, thanks so much. And listen, if you're just now coming in, I would love it if you would share out this video, because truly it's going to help folks to avoid some costly mistakes, okay? So Tracy, I hope that I answered your question. Thanks so much for all that heart love. I appreciate that, Siobhan. Thank you so much, honey. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. So I've given you guys the criteria for your online course platform, for when you should be using that, when you shouldn't, how you need to scale your business, if it's going to be high risk. Oh, thank you, Tracy. It's coming off. Trust me. Some days you're going to see it on and some days you're going to see it off. That's just, I'm doing my, taking my woman's prerogative. Thank you, babe. Thank you, babe. Sometimes it's on, sometimes it's off, honey. That's just the way it's going to be. Yeah. So hopefully y'all can go with my flow. Tomorrow I might be on here and you don't see it at all. It just depends. Okay. So, all right. So thanks you guys so much. I hope that this was helpful. Please go back and watch this again and again, because it's really going to help you. Thank you so much, Terry. Tell us the cost of the 1%. Okay, yeah. So the 1% until midnight tomorrow night, it is $147 per month. All right, just until midnight tomorrow night. Midnight tomorrow night, it goes up to $249 per month. All right, $249 per month. Now, based on what I just told you or what I just taught you about scaling your business, it's all good. Yes, very good. So based on what this is a teaching moment. Let's take this as a teaching moment. Based on what I just taught you from scaling your business, why am I raising my prices? Why? Because I just want to raise my prices? Like, why am I raising the price? Why am I raising it? Somebody tell me. There is a business reason for doing it. I know there's like the crazy, but hopefully somebody can put it in there. Why is Kat's 1% going up in price? I always knew that it would go up in the price, but I want you all to learn from this for your own businesses. You're present. Yes, I am very, very present. Limit time. Yes. I have to limit my time. Accessibility. Yes, accessibility. Because why? This is my busy season, you guys. I'm traveling a lot. I'm speaking a lot of engagement. There's conferences. There's all kind of stuff going on. My clients are busy, so that means I am busier. My 1%ers need my time. They need my attention, and I need to be able to give that to them over and above. And so in order to do that, I've got to weed out folks who aren't really, serious about doing what they need to do, right? So I've got to limit my accessibility so that I can give the folks who are paying So the folks who are paying more get more of my attention. Does that make sense? Get focused on those who are willing. Yes, I've got to give my attention to those folks. And that is what I do. Those who are in the 1%, y'all know y'all got me, right? Like I am as available as I probably can be, right? So y'all direct message me, you email me, you all have my personal phone number, you all, so if you need something with your business, I'm available, I'm emailing you, I'm checking up on you, you have webinars, you have videos every week, you have a mastermind every week, so it is a lot, right? You said what I was writing. I also need to weed out those clients. Yes, Tracy. I'm coming. Bring some lunch. Listen, if you coming, don't come over here empty-handed. You better bring some lunch. I am so hungry. I am hungry. All right. Bring some lunch. So you all are going to have to do the same thing with your business and with your clients. You are going to have to make sure that your folks who are paying to have access to you actually get that access over and above, and the folks who are not, that's okay. It's all right, because that'll free you up to do some other revenue generating activities that you need to do. All right. All right. So I hope that you all get into the 1% before it closes, because I tell you the truth, it's getting ready to close. All right. I probably have about as much as I can handle in the 1%. So definitely make sure you get in. We are getting ready to do the $1,000 course launch challenge, the $1,000 60-day course launch challenge. I am so excited for the 1%, because they are getting ready to learn my secret, right? Total secrets for how to make $1,000 in 60 days with a brand new course that they've never launched before, that they've never even built. They don't have it yet. I am going to teach them the secrets of how to build, launch, and teach a course in 60 days. Make $1,000 real quick. All right. It's just $1,000. That's nothing. That's a drop in the bucket. You can do that. And I am going to teach my master's level 1%ers exactly how I do it and how they can do it too. Because if you can make $1,000, listen, you can make $5,000, and then you can make $10,000, and then the sky is absolutely the limit. All right. So I am going to be teaching them the strategy behind that, how to actually launch your course, build it, teach it, all that kind of good stuff with 60 days, and get them some nice Christmas money. All right. Get some nice Christmas money in that stocking for you. All right. So I am so excited about that. And if you too want to join Cats 1%, I'd love to have you while the doors are still open. All right. All you have to do is go to bit.ly/Cats 1%, and you too can be part of this movement called the 1%. You're excited? Yay! I'm excited for you, honey. I am excited for you. We get kicked off this week. We get kicked off September 1st. So you got in an awesome time, and I will be with you every step of the way, helping you guys to get your $1,000 days. Okay. All right, you guys, thanks so much. I'm going to get some lunch. I'm hungry. All right. Before my next meeting, I've got to get some food in my belly. All right. So you guys have an awesome rest of your day. Leave me some comments, leave me some notes, so that I can respond to you. Okay. All right. Everybody have an awesome rest of your afternoon. Bye.